What's up, everybody? I got some new stuff in the mail. This is yet another unboxing of some material here. So what I got here is some alligator hide from American Tanning. Hashtag not sponsored. And back in the US, American Tanning back in the US. And I bought some gator that they had on sale. So this right here, without further ado, let's go ahead and unroll this bad boy. So this is glazed gator hide. Get some of that in there. See if this light will help. A little bit. And you can tell from what you're seeing here, I am 5'9" tall, and this tail is approximately my height, the majority of the tail. It's up to my shoulder here. So here's the rest of this beauty of a hide here. This is outstanding. All right, I'm gonna hold up as much as I can while it's still on the deck so that you can, whoa! So that you can see how much of it, how big this thing is. So right now, the tail is touching the deck. So again, I'm 5'9" with my fully outstretched hand. This is clearing or approaching 7 feet. So you've got 7 feet right about there. And another 2 feet or thereabouts, so 9-foot gator. Now this is a lot of square footage, and this is a beautiful quality hide right here. I don't see much, if any, damage. Very few holes. You've got a few things like right here. This is essentially a non-issue, and this is some great flank material, by the way. So it's about to be a good month. It's about to be a great Christmas for whoever buys something from me out of this beautiful hide here. Let me turn these lights off. This is crazy bright. There we go. So got some new stuff in. So this is some American gator. Now let me commence to rolling this bad boy back up. And while we're here, I'm going to show some of the other gator stuff that I have. We'll jump into my, actually it's not gator, it's crocodile. So I'm going to jump into my inventory real quick. Let me roll this up. This is a huge hide. All right. I'm actually looking forward to putting this to some use here. Woo! All right, here we go. So I made a few things from this. So this here is black glazed crocodile. When I first bought it, it was taller than me, just barely. Used a lot of the tail, I used a little bit of the flank, made a few things like some wallets and parts of some bags. and some watch bands, and odd knickknacks out of that, but I've still got a lot of material left on this one. So anybody interested in some crocodile, go on ahead, let me know. Now, full disclosure, I don't know where this crocodile was specifically sourced from. I bought this from Japan, from Tokyu Hands in Shibuya.
Hashtag not sponsored.
And they did not have the location where this animal came from. So I don't know if this is Australian or African. I just don't know. However, I do know it's in good quality and it will last a long, long while. If cared for decently, it'll last longer than you and me. Your grandkids might get this if you get something made by me from it. All right. What else do I have that is a little exotic? Got me some, here we go. Like to keep things neat and tidy. That's not true. This here is burgundy hippo skin. And you can tell a little bit looking at the texture here. Let me go back to the light. But it feels really velvety, and it actually has a little bit of that velvet texture when you touch it. It's very, very soft, but it's very, very durable. It's really resistant to abrasion and scratches. You're basically gonna have to take a blade to this or some sort of abrasive tool to it to mess it up. Tie this up. Whoa. Some caiman tail. A little bit of this left. This will be pretty good for a long or a short wallet. I don't have enough for a purse or a clutch unless it's just an inlay, but it's really resistant to scratching. It's got a good look and a good color to it. If anyone's interested, let me know. All right, just a bit more. This is some more hippo. This is more of a brown. I like to refer to it as, you know, a deep russet or a reddish brown. Let me give it some more light. There you go. And again, a lot of the same, actually the exact same softness and strength in it. This hippo clearly got into a bunch of fights. You can see a lot of healed scars. Hippos are quite dangerous. All right, what I got here is what is left of, you know what? I'll let you all guess. What animal did this come from? Some of you all might get it from looking right at it. And some of you all who are really, really quick with your pausing abilities might even see the CITES tag and go look it up. No cheating. Some more gator tail. This one's got a lot of scratches and scars to it. I might end up just using this as a sheath cover for some, or a wrap for some knife sheaths or something like that. This gator tail is in much better condition, and it's got a few healed scars, probably because this one was a fighter. But still more than enough to make some items from. This one, I love and I hate this piece. I love it because it feels great. It's got a good look to it. It's what's left of a much larger piece that I initially got. But I hate it because it's a reminder that I got shorted on some material from the company that I bought this from, and that was Roje leather, or maybe it's Roje leather, I'm not sure, spelled R-O-J-E. They shorted me on some material. I can't say that enough. They shorted me on some material, and when I informed them that they shorted me on it and asked for a refund or the material, a refund for what they shorted me or for the material, they refused to comply. So do not buy from those people. They will short you. Essentially, they've stolen from me, and that's my stance, and I'll stick with it. And if they want to come at me, bring your lawyers, because you know you stole from me. Having said that, the material is in good condition. It is good quality. Only reason I haven't used more of it is because people like the texture, but the majority of the guys that I talk to, they want to know if I could dye it something darker. Told them basically with the uniqueness of the color, only thing I can really do is dye it black. Some more hippo, this time in black. Let's get some highlight on there. This one's just a little bit thicker than the other stuff. The other stuff is no problem to make wallets and whatnot out of it. This stuff, it's a little thicker. Not much of this left, but what I do have, I love it. I got this from the Tokyu Hands in Shinjuku. Just a little bit left to make a few things out of. This is shark skin. Feels really good. It's got a different look to it depending on what angle the light's hitting it. That's why I really like this piece. Looking forward to making probably some watch bands out of this long piece, and maybe the back of a wallet, or maybe a few smaller wallets from this here. This here is one of the pieces that I first bought when I embarked on my leather making journey, and I probably would have used more of it, but it's more suited for bags than wallets because of the thickness and the fact that it stretches a bit, stretches more than I would like, and stretches in all directions instead of just more one than the other, which is weird to me. But this is an elk hide that I got from Tandy Leather in San Diego, and I've got quite a bit of it left, as you can see, because you can't see me. It feels great. It smells amazing, although I am a little biased. But yeah, it's just not suited for the majority of stuff that I'm making right now, although I may go back and bust out a couple more pairs of moccasins. I made 2 pair beforehand. The first pair was kinda eh. The second pair turned out really well. I still wear them around the house a little bit every now and then, but I lined them with fur. They're great in the winter, not so great in the summer. It's starting to be much colder now, so I'll probably be rotating back into them, but haven't really used them too much because it was pretty warm. So that is elk. These two here, this one and its brethren up there, these are both deer hide. Similar properties, great for the bags, great for linings, not so great for the outsides of wallets and passport cases and whatnot because they're not very sturdy. They're better off on the inside or as liners or maybe on the outside of some bags, but they need something to bolster them up. So maybe another layer of, say, cowhide on the inside or a bag stiffener. But can't say enough about the deer hide. They feel outstanding. Got these in a little while ago, just haven't really found much use for them. Goat hide feels really great. They look great when they're oiled up. The inside or the outside. So this is the skin side. This is the flesh side. Depending on your aesthetic choice, either could be the outer piece for the liner. So you could glue this side and have this side be the liner, or vice versa. I personally like how this side looks. This side has a unique feel to it, so kind of go either way. So these next few are going to be bison. This is some rustic bison that I got from Maverick.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I love their stuff. It's Horween. Feels great. I've made quite a few things from it. The patina on it after you've had it for a while is outstanding. It's got somewhat of a pull-up quality. You can see it some right there when you push and you pull it. It's really pretty, and I actually don't like cutting into it. However, when the project is done, it looks outstanding, and I can't wait to ship it out to people. So that there is bison. This here, if I could reach down to it, is also bison. So I've got some in black. I had a lot in tan, but that actually went pretty fast. People wanted a lot of things out of the tan bison. I think they probably would have wanted some more out of the black bison as well. Just didn't see much of it. Now there is some scars and whatnot, and I don't know if that's from the animal or from the tanning process. It's Horween tan. Again, right there you can see that. It's Horween leather. Almost certain that it was not done during the tanning process. They do not mess around with the stuff that they make.
Hashtag not sponsored.
However, despite some of the random blemishes, there's a lot of usable material on here. It's not very sturdy though. It's also not very thick, as you can see. This is maybe 3 ounces and some change, not quite 3.5. So good for a bag, maybe the back of a wallet, maybe. Again, it's not very sturdy, so if you're looking for something that requires something sturdier, like a wallet, maybe this isn't the piece, but it'd be amazing for a bag, and it feels outstanding. All buffalo that I've felt has felt really, really good. All right. Some more buffalo, but this is done in the bomber jacket style. Again, purchased via the Maverick Leather Company out of Bend, Oregon. And again, some Horween I think the maker stamp is further on the inside, but this is bison done in the bomber jacket style. The patina on this, after it's been used for a while, is actually really good. It helps that it's got that worn in look. It looks like things will flake off of it, but it doesn't. It's an outstanding look. I love it. I do also have some regular bomber jacket leather. This is cowhide, but tanned in the bomber jacket style, as you can well see. It's got a unique feel to it. It looks like it's dry and that that's brittle, but it's actually got very smooth, and it's got a nice feel and nice texture to it. So if you want anything done in the bomber jacket style, let me know. I do not know how to make bomber jackets yet. So if you're looking to get a bomber jacket made, unfortunately, I'm not the guy for that right now, but later. Go back in there. Yet again, some more Horween. Maverick Leather Company and I have an awesome partnership where they come out with it and I buy it. And I make things from it and I deliver them to people and they're very happy. So thank you, Maverick, for allowing me to make other people happy. But Maverick isn't the only people to buy from. Aren't? You know what I mean. And these pieces here are all Veg Tan cowhide from Tandy Leather Factory.
Hashtag not sponsored.
I usually buy the 2 and 3 and 3 and 4 ounce pieces. This one's here's a 2 and 3. I love their stuff. I love that they deliver out here to me. And you can't do better than Tandy. You really can't. They've got outstanding customer service, outstanding inventory. It's just some of the best. They got anything you need: leather, tools, patterns, instruction books, all sorts of stuff. We've got some more Tandy, and this here is 2 ounce leather. That is the old world leather from Tandy. So you saw their standard, I guess, run-of-the-mill leather. And you can see here, this one has a much smoother, much finer grain. There are basically no scratches, scars, bites, insect mark, anything like that. It is an outstanding feeling piece of material. It looks great, it feels great. You add some neat's foot oil or something like that to it, man, it is outstanding. It's a little pricey compared to the regular stuff. It's not overpriced, but just be prepared if you want to get the old world hides. You're gonna pay extra for it. However, the quality is worth it. You need to take that into account before you buy it. It's not cheap. It's not so expensive it's cost prohibitive, but it is not cheap. We've got some of this here. I actually purchased this from the Tannery Row.
Hashtag not sponsored.
This is some Horween leather, Horween Latigo. I'll check my receipt again. I actually made quite a lot from this piece here. This is all that I have left from an entire side of it. It was actually very popular for me. I was very surprised. I thought with it being so thick, I could only make larger pieces, and not everybody wants larger pieces, but I was wrong. People really liked this color, the feel, the look to it. Truthfully, it's done so well that the only thing that I added to it was some of the Snow Seal, a very light coating to it because it's got a lot of fats and waxes and liquors already worked into it. But those pieces were bags, and so you gotta work some water resistance into it. You can't make leather waterproof, but you can help it out a bit. This is the other piece that I bought directly, one of the other pieces I bought directly from the Tannery Row. And this is the slate blue, and it's cooled off a bit here in Japan. It's not nearly as hot as it was earlier. So you've got some of the waxes building up from inside the hide. This is called blooming. This is a non-issue. All you got to do is just basically work it back in. You can use a buffing cloth or something like that, or if you want to maybe try to help it along, just put some oil or some sort of treatment onto the cloth that you're using to help work that back in. It'll get it right back to, instead of looking like this, it'll look more like this right here. But yeah, it feels great. It's got a slightly different feel than the brown piece I just showed you. It feels great. It's a little bit thinner. I've been able to make a few smaller things from it that I couldn't do with the larger brown piece there, but still a little thick, a little too thick for just your average run-of-the-mill wallet. Another piece that I got from Tokyu Hands, and I made a couple of small test pieces out of the bottom right here. However, this piece, let me roll it up, unroll it rather. This is seal skin. You can see here where they cut the appendages off, the flippers right there, and with the spot where the eyes and the ears were. But seal skin, I was actually quite surprised that they had something so unique and so exotic here, but they had it. I purchased it. It's got a good look to it, a good feel for it. Because of the thickness, I can't really make very many wallets from it. If I do, it can only be the back piece. But it was good for small bags, clutches. I don't really have enough to make big bags out of it. If I did, I'd have to basically charge much higher prices than I put out on my website. And I don't want to mislead people with my prices, so since I couldn't recoup it with this piece, I can't really make bags out of it. Alright, now for some more pieces that I bought from the Tannery Row. If you haven't heard of Dearborn from Horween, you need to fix yourself in your life. This stuff feels outstanding. You can see from here, it's not very sturdy like the other pieces were. So it's not ideal for a wallet proper. However, I was able to combine the rest of a shell cordovan hide with some pieces from the Dearborn and actually made a great looking little wallet, which if you look on the YouTube channel, it's down there. Go on ahead, give it a watch. It turned out really well. All right, now for some of the novel pieces. I've got some scrap, some remnants of Stingray in cream or white, in blue. Not nearly enough to make a whole wallet from, but maybe some pockets. Definitely more than enough for some watch bands in the cream and the blue. You didn't see that. Monitor lizard. Enough for some small wallets or maybe one or two big ones in the brown. Maybe just one wallet, and definitely a lot of watch bands from the brown and the black. Put these back. Stingray. These are quite the beauty. They are very resistant to scratches, abrasions, and they have an amazing feel. It feels, the best way I can describe it is it feels like a mini cobblestone road. And if you can see right there, you'll see the texture of it. All of these are mini calcium deposits. They're basically bone bumps. And I actually can't cut through these normally. I have to use metal cutting shears to cut through this because of how tough it is. So if you're thinking about something made out of Stingray, understand, again, it will almost certainly last longer than you. Your grandkids will get whatever you get, whatever you leave to them if it's made out of Stingray. So I've got that piece there, and I have a smaller piece. Put this back. Slightly smaller piece of Stingray underneath right here. And this piece here that I keep covered up with a piece of cloth so that nothing is on top of it, scratching it, putting unnecessary pressure on it. This is a piece of shell cordovan. She is a beauty. Now keep it, again, like I said, covered up on both sides. I don't want to get any unnecessary scratches or abrasions or any sort of damage to it. So it hangs up there above everybody, above everything. All right, so everything else that I have, it's all variations of stuff that you've seen before. I've got some horsehide in black, Horween, not very sturdy, great for smaller items, definitely the minimalist wallets or for the inside of the wallet pieces. It's very sturdy, it's great, keeps down the bulk, keeps down the weight. Some more, this is a horse front I got from Maverick Leather Company. Again, Horween, it's in this beautiful burgundy color, and it is great for smaller pieces. Again, the minimalist wallets, the interior pieces to keep down the size and the bulk. I don't even need to skive this down to thin it out. It's just a great piece. And these are also the horse fronts, some more pieces that I got from Maverick. And just due to the nature of how it was tanned, it has this rustic look to it. Again, one of the upsides to it is its thickness. You can use it anywhere, inside, outside, large pieces, small pieces. It will look great, and the weight and thickness will be lowered, so you'll keep a low body or pocket profile. And this piece over here that has been screaming for attention because of its color, I actually bought some basketball material leather I've made a couple of things out of this, usually from for people who are big basketball fans. If any of y'all are out there, let me know. But it's from the Horween Tannery in Chicago. It feels great. It feels just like, absolutely just like the how the basketballs feel, the pebble grain. It's a good feeling, and a little bit nostalgic for those who played ball and were any good at it. I was not very good at it. I was determined, and I tried hard, but I wasn't the greatest. And by wasn't the greatest, I mean I was pretty terrible. All right, that is most of what I got here on tap. I'm gonna break this up into about 12 different things because a 37-minute video is quite ridiculous, but that's what I got for you. Let me know if you saw anything that you were interested in, if you have any questions. Hopefully we can do some business. I'd rather sell something to you that I made, but if you're looking for some material, depending on the size, I got no problem sending it to you if that's what you want. So, let me know what you're thinking in those comment sections below. Please feel free to like, comment, and subscribe. Jay Renard, out.